Alright, hello. This is our Week 2 summary based upon Chapter 3 in your textbook. I just wanted to reiterate that you do need to go through the chapter. Also you can look up in the glossary any of the terms like applied, pure, primary, secondary. Look up the different methods of data collection that were discussed, and make sure that you're on target with all those things. Keep in mind also that we're planning to have a quiz on chapters 1 through 3. That will probably be just for your benefit at the beginning of class in week 3. So chapters 1 through 3 will have a quiz at the beginning of class in week 3. There will be no in-class review for that. You have to just go through the videos, and I will introduce you this week to the website that goes along with your textbook. If you look at the beginning of the textbook, it's actually listed there, but I will show you exactly how to get to it so that it's nice and simple. And all of the quiz questions that I use are located right there. So just a quick reminder what we're going to do. Make sure you come prepared to talk about some current event in criminal justice. There's some very interesting things that have happened in the past week. By the time I see you on Friday, I will have discussed in my criminal investigation class the shootings in Phoenix, Arizona, and the young man down there that was recently arrested, and his claim that he's innocent because he didn't have the gun. There's some questions, essential questions I'm going to be asking my criminal investigation class about that. We're going to be discussing your media and public perception of crime assignment, and reviewing the overview of criminology and how we measure crime. Then I'm going to introduce you to our course project, which is about the social dimensions of crime. Then we're going to be getting into the lecture that you just watched, any questions that you might have. So if you didn't write them down, write them down now. Anything that you need clarification on, I will make sure to differentiate between applied and pure research, because that always gets people confused, and primary and secondary research is also very important. Then I'm going to give you copies of research reports. You're going to look at these various periodicals that I'll bring to class. Pick one. You're going to select a research report, you're going to review it, you're going to summarize it in about 1 to 2 pages in class. I'll give you like about 45 minutes to do so, and you're going to come back to class with that. Then we're going to discuss how research and data is used, and hopefully a little bit of more information based upon your discussion group questions that'll be posted later today with regard to the use of data and criminological research and on all those kind of things. And then you'll be released to do your writing assignment, which is that Mary's research project, which will be due the following week in class. And as I mentioned previously, the homework assignment basically is about a criminological researcher by the name of Mary, who has identified, her problem identification is that there is a crime problem that occurs in this particular community in the late afternoon, early evening hours. That coincides with the time when the students have been released from the middle school and the high school, and they are out and about in the neighborhoods unsupervised because parents are maybe working till 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, and the kids are not supervised. So even if some of them go home, certainly, but then there's others that are out in the street and doing things which may be causing the problems in the community. That's her hypothesis, of what she believes. So she's doing this project, which is an applied research project, where she's going to be running an after-school program. She needs to get kids into the program and try to see if that has any effect. So you're going to be answering some basic questions. I won't go into all of them, but one of them has to do with whether her research is applied or pure, and also whether it's primary or secondary. And if you did watch the lecture, you already know the answers to both of those questions. So hopefully you did, and you know. But you're going to have to explain why. Don't just say, yes, it is. No, say, okay, why is Mary's research applied? What is she doing that makes this applied research? Why is Mary's research considered to be primary? Are there any parts of her research that are considered secondary? Is she doing any secondary analysis of prior research or data with regard to that very same crime problem? So you're going to do that, and hopefully you will finish it and hand it in, because it's very important that you stay, especially in this class, because there basically a writing assignment every week, although I would guess that none of them should take you more than an hour to do, which means that if I give you an hour every week to do them, then everybody should be up to date on their homework assignments, and everybody's going to get an A or a B in the course, unless, of course, you're a total idiot and you don't come out and ask for help when you don't understand things. And like I said, that has nothing to do with whether you understand it or not, because I believe that if you put the effort in, whether you understand the information or not, you can be successful. Because if you don't understand it, you can come to me and we'll discuss it, and I will explain it to you in more detail and try to help you to understand that information, and hopefully you'll walk away with that understanding. So you have to use that resource, and that's another good reason why the assignments are being done during class time, so that you have me as a resource, so that you can ask the questions for those things that you don't understand, so that you can do this thing to top notch. Because again, for me, looking at you, I know some of you like, oh, well, I have to have an A all the time. Some of you, well, I just got to pass the class. For me, it's that you learn from the class, because these things, regardless of whether you're going to be a police officer or you're going to get your master's or doctorate in criminology, these are basic things that will affect you in your careers regardless. So let's try to make the best effort to do it well. So I look forward to seeing you. Don't forget, you can reach out to me anytime, email, text, phone call, whatever, and I'll try to help you and answer any questions that you have. Thank you very much, and I will see you all on Friday.